because they'll see streamers and Bitcoin guys who've made millions of dollars at 22 years old and they're 35 and they think it's over for them. That one kicks me in the fucking stomach.
Yeah, especially for me because I'm the youngest person on the team.
Yeah.
And I'm getting most of the guys I talk to when we're doing like these coaching calls are older than me.
Yeah.
And they see that I'm younger and they think like, no, like, damn, it's awesome you're getting started. I'm like, no. I wish I was like 35.
Yeah.
Like, that is the peak SMV for any male, especially if you're doing everything right.
Yeah.
So, no, I totally understand that.
Oh, by the way, that's another thing Mick contended. Mack and Murphy was contending that women don't think that peak SMV for males is 35. And the reality of the situation is, if you're a dude, the reason why he's sort of right is because of obesity. Obesity tends to onset later on in life, or rather, it's easier to become obese the older you get. So when they talk about like there's a bigger separation, like a higher divorce rate, when there's a great gap in between the man and the woman as far as age is concerned,
right.
It tends to also it tends to have to do with the man losing his sexual market value, partially because of obesity and partially because of just getting old. So if you stay in really great shape and you're 35, you are at your peak. You are, but it's your responsibility to stay in good shape, to stay limber, to take care of your fucking skin, get the hair transplants if you need, whatever the fuck you got to do.
Yeah.
Those things are your responsibility.
Yeah. So so I'll go with the biggest limiting beliefs. I had this personally. I hear it a lot. Is especially with things we talk about in MOA is definitely the looks.
Okay.
Good looking. So I'm not 6'3". I'm not like white. I'm not like I don't have blue eyes. I'm not like I don't look like a male stripper or whatever. Things we want to substitute. That's the biggest one I see, like, every
That's
day.
the biggest one they hit you up with.
Not even, like, on the initial call with somebody, but just in the program, in the group coaching calls, in the text messages. I hear it all the time.
Yeah. And so one of the things we try to do to address that, anybody wants to go back and check this out, go look up at Adolfo Tex. Go look at Alex Costa, and then go look at FitX Fearless. In the last month, I've had 3 guys on that specialize in looks maxing.
Yeah.
Adolfo, more like physique, like getting the proper physique you want through training. And then with Alex, it's a lot to do with dress and like hair care. And then if you look at FitX Fearless, it's also like fitness training, clothes that fit you properly, and how facial hair can accentuate your face. And he just shows like the transformation of how he used to look how he looks now.
It's insane.
It's incredible how much better men can look without going to get a nose job or Botox. But there's just things that you can do that not only make you look better, but actually show that you care. So like, here's the other thing we have to point out. Do looks matter to women? Of course they do. Anyone who tells you they don't, this is another thing. I had Kezia Noble on. She was saying something like, yes, you don't need to work on yourself. You just need to have game. And I'm like, I think that there might be a small subset of women that works on, but I just know so many women that literally will reject you if you have something out of place physically. And by the way, we're not just talking about looks. You just dress wrong. Your breath smells bad. It's very clear you don't know how to groom yourself. Those kind of things, I think that's also a big issue.
Right.
I would say the biggest limiting belief that I hear is that I'm going to wait until I'm successful financially before I do anything about my social life.
Great one.
That's something
Matter of fact, that's the majority of guys that we talk to.
Yeah. That's 100% it. And the thing is like, I used to have the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Like I struggled to give myself permission to talk to women, to make new friends, because I was so afraid to tell them that I was struggling financially. I mean, at the time I was, in a job that was like Amazon e-commerce stores, and I was a group fitness instructor. I was probably making like maybe $1,800 a month. My rent was like $1,300. It was tough. It was fucking tough. Like I was barely getting by. I was doing DoorDash on the side. I was doing all the stuff. But the thing is like when you meet, if you go out at all, you're gonna meet people that are struggling financially, that just do not let it affect them at all. And that really shook up my reality. Like I would meet guys who were broke. They were like basically sugar babies to their girlfriend. Like their girlfriend was taking care of them financially, and they were getting it done. And here I was just complaining, thinking I needed to make $10K a month plus before I could have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me. Like all it takes is you just stepping
listen,
out of your
if
own
you-
way.
What you're saying is, if you're broke, you need to fuck a rich Instagram model. Just lay it down good on her, and then you can like live off of her. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying?
there's some Chads out there who are broke that are fucking some billionaire's daughter, and she does not care.
Bro, this
even that
city is
divorce rate,
so
man.
full. This city is so full of those dudes who are just like they are. It's really funny because this is one of the cities where like the average, especially near the Strip, the average woman is making 2 to 3 times as much as the average man because of the entertainment industry. And so the VIP host and the male stripper and the male bartender are making less than half of what the female cocktail server, the stripper, and the fucking female bartender are making.
Right.
Or the female pit boss, the female blackjack dealer, whatever. There's a company right now that does topless blackjack dealing, and these girls are leaving a grip, bro. 2 fucking bands a night. Like it's crazy. I'm living with $2K a night just for doing topless. The women here make so much money, and the men here are so good looking. And so you see this often where it's the cocktail server who makes $240 who's dating the male stripper who makes $60, and he's sleeping. She's paying for everything.
And you know what's crazy is that like this same excuse gets brought up by guys who are actually doing well financially.
Yeah.
They just think they need to do even better financially
Yeah.
to finally be
Well,
qualified.
it actually even gets worse. Not to say on this podcast, like, don't make money. Obviously, make more money, improve yourself.
make as
like
much
that.
money as you can.
Yeah, of course. But something, we talk about is like crutches, right? When you believe like, hey, it's like the success or the looks or everything, whatever the thing is, but we'll go with money for this example. When they do get the money, now the money is a crutch.
Yeah, that makes it
for their
worse.
Success.
Such a
they
great
need
point,
to
yeah.
buy the $100,000 table. They need to spend $20K at the strip club. They need to go on seeking arrangements.
Yeah.
Whatever thing is going to be, and now they're valued for that thing, which is what they never wanted in the first place.
It's the guy in the first 6 months of like working out is asking about taking Trenbolone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, bro, Tren, learn how to fucking diet and work out before you start taking Tren. But that's what these guys are doing. It's like they didn't learn game and they did learn money.